Hello and welcome to HubNut. My friend Stein over in the Netherlands asked, could you do a vlog on a typical day? Well, I think it was after the full-blown week, but we're up here at the moment. I've just driven up to the unit in Desmond Projo Canary. The Astra last night was won by a chap called James in Worcestershire, and I'm going to be delivering that next week, not this week. The Panda's in here because the MOT's run out, 2CV, blah, blah. I'm not meant to be doing a fleet update. What I'm meant to be doing is trying to talk through my day. So my day started, school run this morning with the boy, also walked the dog, and then came home, had breakfast, had a bath. That eats up a terrifying amount of time, but we haven't got a shower. And then did some looking for a new Chromebook. On Amazon. I was having a chat with Al, 60 Diesels, and sending him some money because he's buying a full set of injectors for Bella de Bolingo. So to help with his cash flow, I've effectively paid for the injectors right now, and there'll be a final bill for the rest of the work at some point. Trying to arrange it so Bella is ready for when I deliver the Astra to Worcestershire, because then I can just go from Worcestershire down to Salisbury and meet Al, and all will be good. That's, in theory, would be marvellous, but I fully accept that things can go wrong and unexpected things develop. So if Bella's ready for the 4th, brilliant, that'll be great. If not, no worries. At some point in March, we will get Bella back. So I came up the unit today fully intending to work on the Daihatsu. I need to finish reattaching the exhaust is the main thing. So I can actually take it for a proper drive round the farm, get some miles on it. Well, not miles because it's not a big enough farm, but get a running round and just feel happy with her before we take her for an MOT. The front bumper is off for exhaust access, but also because the screen wash pump has broken. We may have to wait a replacement one of those before I can put the front bumper on, but we're getting closer, edging closer to an MOT. But what actually happened was I got distracted because that's my life. My brain is chaos. It's as chaotic as this utter mess behind me. Someone said, why is your unit untidy the other day? And it's like, because I am untidy. And I try to be neat and tidy and put things away. And what ends up happening is I just dump all my tools on my crawling trolley, so I can't even use my crawling trolley because it's now covered in tools. So probably today I should try and do a bit of tidying up. I generally need to get on top of this, but it isn't easy. My mind is chaos, and I came up here, I've already got filthy, because what have I been doing today? What I've actually been doing is taking Betty's serpentine belt off, which is an enormous thing. It is huge. I probably need to get a replacement one of those, because I just want to hear Betty run. Betty hasn't run since November when the aircon pulley down here seized. Oh yeah, can't even rotate that. What's that doing down there? Oh, never see that again. There's a socket just resting in there. Don't know how I'm going to get that back. See, it's happening again. I'm just chaos. But if I can get that socket out, and I'll have to find a big magnetic stick to try and get it, I'm going to start Betty up. I just want to hear her run for the first time in many, many months. Now, a top tip is these lights tend to have a magnet on the bottom. Will that reach down there? It's so tight down here. Oh, it's not going to reach. I don't think the socket is quite going to fit out the bottom. It isn't great, all this, because that's the tensioner there, and you have to get a socket on that and move it over, but you can't without taking the fan bank out, which means you've got to take the air ducting out. And yes, I have got a broken air filter assembly, yeah. We've also got a leak, quite a bad leak, from the timing chain tensioner, which is under here somewhere. So all this has to come off to allow access to that. Let's see if I can get that socket. There we go. We've got the socket out. So I'm actually going to put that away, because that lives over here somewhere, possibly there. There we go. I've put a socket away. That's the start, folks. That's the start. But that means, in theory, I should be able to start Betty now. I've had on and off a battery conditioner to try and keep the battery happy. Oh no, it's been that long. Oh, that's revolting. I have to get some wipes on that. Ew. Oh, and it's all coming up here as well. It's a problem when you leave cars sitting. Toxic. But I don't need that to start Betty, so I'm going to do it. Oh, a bit low on fuel, are we, love? And start. Oh gosh, it has been a while, hasn't it, Betty? That battery does not sound very healthy at all, despite the fact I've had it on a conditioner. And there's a bit of misfire in there. She's got a right gallop going on. Like I say, it has been many months that she's been parked up here. Let's try a battery jump pack and go again. Right, here we go. Claims to be able to start engines up to about 6 litres. Ignition, fuel pump cycle. That's not all your cylinders, Betty. Are they going to come around? I think they're all there now. There's a bit of a gallop going on to start with. Oh dear, you're not happy, love, are you? Been left neglected here at the back of the unit for so long. So we have to remember, I think that one's the water pump. No, that's the tensioner. I don't know where the water pump actually is, but that's not running at the moment. We have to bear that in mind. We can't run it for too long. Not that she's going to overheat the water in the block that quickly. That's your power steering one, that's fine. Alternator is down there somewhere. Oh, there's the alternator. Just down there. But this is my mental health for the world of good, just hearing her run again. So no temperature as yet. We've got oil pressure over there. Oil pressure good. Voltage not good for some reason. I wonder why. So there we go. We'll get a bit of temperature into her, and I can't wait to drive this car again. So all I've done, I can't actually reach the tensioner, but if you pull the belt hard enough, you can pull the tensioner enough to get freedom to get the belt off. Sounds much happier now, Betty. Don't need a jump pack anymore. Good, good. Enough of that. That was good fun, but no, I need to actually do stuff, and I've just found my exhaust assembly paste, which is good because I'm going to need that for the Daihatsu. But I'm probably going to have to jack up that corner to give me enough space to get under the car, because the joint I need is right behind that wheel, so not very easy to get to. And yeah, I'm not sure what I do after that, because then I can run the car up to temperature a bit more. But yeah, I can't actually go anywhere or do anything yet. March will be the month for this one, and hopefully this one as well. I'm gonna have to take all this pack out so we can put a new belt on, and we've got to get all this out of the way so we can get to the aircon pulley. I've now got a replacement aircon pulley. There's various warnings that I've probably sent shrapnel through the entire system. Entirely possible, but I don't think I'm going to run the aircon is going to be my solution to that. There's a little switch on the compressor, so I think I will just disconnect that and just leave it be. Aircon is useful, believe me, when you're driving in the summer, and even in the winter. In the winter it dehumidifies, and in the summer it obviously has a very good cooling effect, so you don't have to drive with the windows open, which when you're doing motorway speeds makes a massive difference. But yeah, to be honest, I don't know what the long-term future of this car is. We've got some really bad rust starting to get in around the roof, really bad. That's going to be very expensive to sort out. The paint on the entire car is ruined. It needs a windscreen, and if we're doing that work, then the windscreen's got to come out. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I've had some amazing times with this car. Obviously driving it around New Zealand and then driving around here. Is there a point where you just go, you know, nothing lasts forever in this world? Do you just say, that's enough, I've had my fun? I want a few more miles, so we'll get her up and running and back on the road again. But I've just remembered she was struggling on the emissions last MOT as well, so maybe I need a cat as well. There's lots of expensive jobs all building up on this car. So one last hurrah, maybe, I don't know. We shall see. And I still got to decide what to do with this one. I do get people messaging me saying, are you still selling the Invacar? And I can't bring myself to do it, but at the same time, what use is it doing it just sat here? It's not very good for it. I don't love driving it because it's terrifying. A quick blat around the village is fine, but anything further is deafening and terrifying in equal measure. So I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with Ellie. All my cars are headaches at the moment. This car is it's still got a knackered engine, and the bodywork is getting a bit iffy in places. So I don't know what to do with that. Panda might well be going to actual university next academic year, and then there's trusty old Desmond. Desmond, at least, I don't have to worry too much about, other than the fact we might have a water pump issue. Desmond, look at that little face. It's such a happy little car. I'm going to come back in because I'm getting rained on standing there. Yeah, I think I spend too much time thinking. That's my problem, and I just need to get on and do stuff. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to have a go at trying to sort the exhaust on this Datu. Did I forget to mention that I've also edited up a HubNotes this morning and uploaded that, and that's now ready to go. That HubNotes is the previous one you've probably seen on Desmond and his alternator belt saga. But I've just done the exhaust. I don't think it's going to be gas tight, in all honesty. I think I need some better sealant. The professionals use stuff that comes in a big tube. This stuff I've bought, it seems really, really gloopy. It mostly just drips all over the place. But my reasoning is, if I can get it to a garage for an MOT, they're much better equipped to sort it out. So, hello, Happy. Always plenty of valve train chatter on this and the Canary before the oil works its way all around the engine. That doesn't sound too bad, actually. I'm just going to go and have a feel under here. Oh, I can't feel anything. Maybe I'm better than I thought. We'll see, but I'm not going to rev her up. I'm just going to let her get up to temperature, and maybe we'll get her out for a raz. But to get the charade out, I've got to move the Invacar and the Panda. I don't like moving lots of cars little bits, if you see what I mean. It does my head in. So I might just let her warm up there. We've got a good breeze blowing through the unit, and obviously it's, the plus side of it being so well ventilated is I'm unlikely to kill myself with fumes. But yeah, we'll let her get up to temperature and not rev her, just let the exhaust settle in. Now, one of the problems I've been having up at the unit is really struggling for motivation, and having so many projects certainly doesn't help with that. And I'm also guilty of going, well, is that really a good use of time? But it doesn't matter how much or how little you do, the important thing is to do something. So this is actually a bit of a step in the right direction for me. I've just been struggling to, it's really hard in the winter when it's just cold and wet, it just gets in your bones and you can't enjoy the cars because the roads are so terrible. But yeah, we need to get things ticking along and moving. At the moment, I've got a fleet of cars I don't enjoy driving. So I'm not getting the enjoyment aspect either. One of the cars I like most is obviously Betty, the big Ford. Just for daily use wafting around. Yes, she's thirsty, but you're paying it for the fact she's just so stress-free. Just click her into drive, away you go. Oodles of torque. Very, very pleasant. And even the Charade is actually a really pleasant little car to bomb around in. It's a bit more refined than Desmond, the Peroggio Canary. Better suspension and a driver's seat that actually enables me to fit. Desmond doesn't do that. Obviously Tuk is just terrifying whatever the weather. The 2CV has been spoiled by the engine. People were saying, does the engine really sound like that? Yeah, it really does. It's not a happy engine. So I can't use Ellie very much at the moment, and I'm not. Her condition and cosmetics make me slightly ashamed to take her places as well. The Astra, one of the nicest cars we've ever owned, well, technically that's now been won in a raffle, so I don't feel I can drive that around anymore. I do need to give it a wash because it's absolutely filthy. We had it detailed, so it looked amazing. And then I drove it around because we did the head-to-head with the Escort and everything, and now it's absolutely filthy. But But you can see, I mean, it's been parked here all of 3 or 4 days. Look at the state of the brake discs already. It's just so damp. So while it's mild and we haven't actually got rust down, I might actually put some miles on the Astra, just because I think it's better for it to get a little bit of use than to sit here in a perilous state. And don't think putting cars in the unit makes them any better, because it doesn't. If anything, the unit makes them even worse. Yes, it stops the sheer amount of water falling on them, but it gets so damp in here that through condensation, water rising up through the floor, because it's a cow shed, it's not meant to be a garage. And yeah, stuff in here suffers as well. The Charade, which has now been off the road for the best part of 2 years, getting on for, yeah, there's surface rust all over it. Despite the best efforts of all the Alpha Lan and various treatments we've used underneath, it just creeps in. Anywhere there's a little bit of steel exposed, it's terrible. I don't know what the brake discs look like. Let's see if we can have a look. Actually, the brake discs look better than the Astras. That's quite impressive. They are brand new. But another issue we have is the tyres keep going flat on this car, and again, just sitting around doesn't help with that. Yeah, that one's looking a bit low again. They just don't seal very well on the rim, but regular use tends to keep them happier. Leaving it parked up, not good. But you're sounding good there, Shems. Might risk a few more revs now. Oh no, there we are. We have got leaking, as well as usual smoke. So I didn't do a good job of sealing that, but it'll do to get us to a garage. Yeah, I actually did a terrible job of that. Look, it's leaking out of there. That's not ideal. Oh well. It doesn't help when your motivation, when every job you do badly. It just seems to be the way it's going at the moment. And even then you can't win, because, you know, I appreciate my tinkering skills are not very good. So I farm the jobs out, and then people complain about that. So you're like, well, how can I win here? I don't know. It just seems every job I do goes badly at the moment, and I've just got no confidence in my own abilities. And this is a problem that's been going on for, well, a good couple of years now, I think. And here I am with a YouTube channel that's meant to be about tinkering on cars, apparently, and I can't do it. So I'm trying to explore other things, like what I can do well is tell stories and talk about things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do road tests, comparisons, try and play to my own strengths, because ultimately tinkering is not one. There's only so many times you can read the comments saying how bad I am at tinkering, and that's happened since day one of the channel, because I'm not very good at tinkering. And it just batters you down. It absolutely destroys you eventually. And especially as I can't disagree with them. I don't think I am very good at working on cars. I think I'm terrible. So yeah, bit of a struggle. This isn't entirely where this was meant to go, but you wanted an insight into my day, and that's it. It is chaos, and hoping some content comes out of the chaos quite often. Most days I wake up without any idea what I'm going to be doing that day, and sometimes great stuff and great content happens, and sometimes it's an absolute disaster and I go to bed feeling I've achieved absolutely nothing with my day. Just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I think I might just put the camera down now. Maybe try and do some tidying up. The problem is all this stuff has to go somewhere, and when you start thinking about where it goes, it starts getting complicated, because the local tip is not open apart from on a Wednesday during the week. It's the only day it's open, and obviously there's a limit to how much you can take. And do I just hire a skip, but then I'll be throwing away stuff that I feel is useful, but how useful is it? Do I really need 600 oil containers, for instance? Yeah, it all requires thinking about, and it very quickly reaches the point of absolute paralysing overwhelm, at which point you start achieving nothing. So yeah, I don't know what to do, in all honesty. I need to get on with stuff, but you're just like, well, I can go through the stuff, but what do I do with it? It can't really leave here yet, but maybe I need to sort some of it out, try and get some of it sold. But that's a hassle in itself, especially if you start listing stuff on eBay and have to deal with all the time wasting nonsense of that. Yeah, It's a tricky one because this is just absolute chaos, and coming up here, just you walk in and you just go, oh my gosh, this all needs sorting out, and then you do nothing to fix it. Problematic. I'm going to try and do something anyway, and we'll move on. The problem here that I think the aircon system is still pressurized with gas, so I can't replace the condenser just yet. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. There aren't very many, if any, mobile aircon people around here, and I can't just vent it to atmosphere. That's illegal and wrong, and the ones I know of aren't mobile, so I don't know quite what I'm going to do about this. I can't drive the car because the belt goes around the serpentine pulley, and I don't think I can just get a shorter belt. When I look at the Australian forums for aircon delete, you get a pulley which just replaces this compressor. I mean, it is not happy. That, yeah, I can't even get it on a full turn. And whether I can get the clutch out, I don't know. Can you get the clutch out? Could I get the pulley off? Would it then freewheel? I don't know. There is some sort of nut there, but I suspect you've got to use a puller to get this pulley off the compressor. Well, we're getting somewhere, I think. With the clutch off on the front of the pulley, you then get access to sort of the shaft itself, and I've just been filling it with penetrating oil and latterly engine oil, and we've got it spinning again. It's not brilliant, but it might be just enough to enable us to drive to a garage. We'll disconnect that plug. Might need to do that with not such big gloves on, and just to make sure it isn't even going to try and kick the aircon on, and then that might be our best bet. I just need to try a few local garages, because not all of them do R134 anymore, which is what the gas is in this one, I think. Oh, I might need to clean my label. Oh no, there it is, it's coming round. There we go, there's my diagram to show me my pulleys. Not sure it actually says what gas is used. Oh yeah, there we go, use only R134A. There we go, perfect. It was all there under the filth. Oof, well, just pop home because someone gets a bit lonely, don't you, Diego? If you get left on your own, oh, it's all too much. It's all too much. Ah! What are you doing, you savage? Chihuahua life. Are you friendly or are you evil? Evil. He's evil. I'm glad I came back, Diego. Anyway, spot of lunch. Back to it. Well, I did some shorts editing. State of my hair. Some shorts editing here. And then got stuck in watching Mike Finnegan's experiences at Sick Week with Blasphemy. And I now seem to be watching Al 6D Diesels, and it's gone 3 o'clock. So I'm now waiting for the school run. And after the school run, we're going to be doing our first driving lesson with Mini HubNut. So, yeah, a busy old day. And is that a typical day? No. But the chaos and the uncertainty and what the heck am I doing is, yeah, that's very HubNut. So I hope you've enjoyed this little insight. Anyway, I'm not going to film the driving lessons. That's unfair. Obviously, he's going to be stalling and finding his way. But hopefully we can do some filming at some point. But we'll see you in a future video. Bye!